What does a dream about kitten images mean? Kittens are cute and fluffy for sure. Still, they are so common that people rarely think of them as dream symbols worth analyzing. The main challenge in figuring out what a dream about kitten images mean involve overcoming our tendency to overlook such images. Kittens are symbols of peace and tranquility as well as the virtues of innocence and openness. It's possible that you're feeling vulnerable and unsteady in your current situation and that you'd benefit from having the support of others around you. However, it could also imply that you are vulnerable to being manipulated or attacked. The only way to know if your dream about a cat was a good or bad omen is to go into its meaning and analyze its many nuances with someone else. You're now in a fragile state and require rest and recovery. Get some rest, do introspective healing, and come back stronger than ever. What does it mean to dream about kittens? It frequently has to do with innocence and purity. This can signify that you want to rediscover your inner kid or your integrity. It also stands for the requirement for protection and nurturing. It denotes a need to be more open and truthful with people or a sense of vulnerability. It frequently suggests startups, growth, and transition. It might be a new endeavor, idea, or the need to let go of old habits and embrace change. Kittens may signify longing or the need for a buddy in a dream. In some Native American societies, it is regarded as a symbol of strength and power. It inspires you to find passion and strength within. In ancient Egypt, it was popular to associate kittens with the goddess Bastet, who was the patron of the home, fertility, and childbirth. They were commonly depicted in art and hieroglyphs because they were considered sacred beings. It might symbolize home, birth, or fertility in ancient Egyptian society. In Chinese culture, they are seen as representations of luck and fortune. It might be a symbol of good wealth and money or a reminder to enjoy the finer things in life. What does it mean to dream of two kittens? It may represent a pair or a partnership, such as a romantic relationship, a close friendship, or a business partnership. They could also mean the balance of yin and yang, two opposite yet complementary forces. It may reflect the balance of various parts of your life. For example, it could be the balance between the conscious and unconscious. They could also represent the duality of life and the need to find balance and harmony between different aspects of yourself. The spiritual interpretation of this dream points to the concept of twin flames, which is the idea that every soul has a perfect spiritual mirror or twin. It is believed that the twin flames are two halves of the same soul and are meant to find each other in this lifetime. It may be a sign that you will soon find your twin flame. They are sometimes referred to as spirit guides or familiars. They are thought to be supernatural beings who aid and direct people on their spiritual journeys. They are often seen as symbols of protection and guidance. In some cultures, kittens are seen as symbols of fertility. They are often associated with procreation and the continuation of life. This reminds you of the inner potential for growth and nurturing. What does it mean to dream about fluffy kittens? It could represent a warm, cozy, and a sense of certainty. It could mean anything or everyone in life that gives you a sense of security and protection. It is also a metaphor for joy and playfulness. They might remind us to take things less seriously and to enjoy life's simple pleasures. It could be a symbol of anything growing and changing. It might be a novel idea, project, or relationship you nurture and support to succeed. It can occasionally represent a yearning for or a need for company. It might serve as a gentle reminder to love and care for yourself or to connect with others in your life. It could represent a feeling of indulgence and luxury. It could remind you to engage in your favorite activities and make time for yourself. They might be viewed as a representation of strength and power in some Native American societies. It serves as a reminder to access your inner strength and power. They frequently connote warmth, comfort, and security in Western culture. They might represent something or someone in your life that makes you feel safe and secure. It might be a sign of riches and prosperity in several Asian civilizations. It may be interpreted as a symbol of wealth and good fortune. Some spiritual practices may serve as a reminder to trust in life's natural flow and relinquish control by symbolizing a message from the spirit world. In some spiritual beliefs, fluffy kittens may embody the spirit of the wild, representing freedom and the natural world. What does it mean to dream about white and black kittens? White kittens might represent innocence and purity. Black kittens may be a sign of mysterious or hidden parts of the owner. It could mean balancing the good and the bad or the different parts of yourself. It could signify your two sides and your desire to bring them into harmony and balance. White kittens could mean a new start or change in your life. But, if you dream of a black cat, it could mean that you have hidden parts of your personality. They might stand for the unknown or anything that needs to be fully understood. It also represents the harmony between the conscious and unconscious minds, the desire to understand and integrate your hidden sides. In Chinese culture, white cats are considered lucky charms, and having one at home is said to bring wealth and good luck. In the East, white kittens may signify luck, pleasure, and success. They were linked to witchcraft and magic in several prehistoric communities. People thought they had mysterious powers. In Native American culture, black cats are seen as holy. They are thought to be messengers from the spirit world who can bring luck. Thank you for watching this video from exploreyourdreamlife.com. Please click the like button, leave a comment, subscribe, and share this video. We appreciate your support. What does it mean to dream of a gray kitten? It can stand for neutrality, balance, and adjusting to different situations. It may mean that you feel calm and detached in your emotional life. Sometimes, it can also be seen as a sign of wisdom and intelligence. Gray is often seen as the color of wisdom and knowledge, and the kitten may represent your wisdom and intelligence. This may signify the desire to respect people even when things are hard. In some spiritual traditions, it may be seen as a sign of humility, reminding you of how important it is to be humble when things get complicated. It could also be a sign of bad luck and disappointment. They stand for fear, sadness, and pain that you feel about many problems in your waking life. Even if the problems are minor, they could make you feel overburdened and emotionally tormented. The dream is a reminder to slow down and relax. It means developing your intuition, good instincts, and business savvy. If the dreamer wants to be successful, he should listen to his inner voice rather than advice from others. Ignore the people who try to talk you out of taking risks. It is sometimes linked to a dull, routine life. You must immediately move. This is so that you can get a dose of vivid impressions to recharge your batteries and get back to work. What does it mean to dream of ginger kittens? In some cultures, it may also be seen as a symbol of independence and self-sufficiency. It may also be associated with the idea of self-reliance, the desire for freedom, and the ability to take care of yourself and your needs. Another interpretation is that you are tuning into your intuition. Redheads were thought to be reincarnations of the ancient Greek sages because of the belief that they possessed exceptional skills and wisdom. It was also felt that they were guided in their actions by prophetic dreams and visions. You, the person holding the kitten, can unlock your mind. Developing a positive sense of self-image and inner strength is critical. Getting a kitten might reflect your coping strategies and your need for solace. Inside, they tend to prioritize your ease. To finally feel at ease in your skin, you should know who you are and what you want out of life. Indeed, ginger kittens are still revered as spiritual animals in many cultures. Specific Native American communities have long believed that redheads can spot and ward off evil spirits. In Japan, it is commonly held that orange hair or fur possesses curative properties. The spiritual importance of ginger hair is debatable, but it can have profound implications for those who believe in it. What does it mean to dream of a kitten drinking milk? Milk is often associated with nourishment, care, and nurturing. It may represent feelings of being nurtured, cared for, or protected. It could also symbolize your need for emotional or physical nourishment. It talks of rebirth in the spring, new growth, longevity, and love. Your unconscious mind is trying to communicate to you that your heart and soul will be filled with genuine happiness and fulfillment. To have things go more smoothly is a theme in your dream. Whatever work you put forth will be rewarded. That shows how imaginative and perceptive you are. You have a restless, ever-changing disposition. One of your strengths is the solid network of friends and family that surrounds you. Quickness and agility are qualities you constantly wish you possessed. Please pay close attention to the following. It warns of an ongoing danger or an unpleasant interaction that should be avoided at all costs. More effort should be put into making yourself likable. You need to relax and stop being so critical of yourself. Unfortunately, the dream warns that your pent-up hatred and rage need to find an outlet. There's a minor detail here with huge repercussions, and you're neglecting it. What does it mean to dream of tabby kittens playing together? Tabby cats have distinct fur patterns with different colors. In some cultures, they are seen as symbols of home and family. It could hence represent your sense of connection to your family or home life. Keeping something or someone together is a metaphor for the effort required. You are facing a problem that has far-reaching consequences for those close to you. You may be isolating yourself from close friends and family. Trust, optimism, and generosity are all symbols of this dream's meaning. You need to find a peaceful place to relax. It's a warning about a roadblock that's standing in the way of your success. You now hold a position of great power and authority. You have broken free from anything that was holding you back. If you had this dream, it is a sign that your psyche's vital essence is alive and well, and that your life force is flowing freely. You have a spiritual and emotional wound that has to be healed. Intimacy like this is a hallmark of a healthy relationship. You feel like you need that other person to confide in you. You can get back to feeling confident, upbeat, and hopeful. If you have this dream, it means you want to get out of your current circumstance or at least make your way through it more quickly and easily. You seek a new beginning because you feel detached from life and society. What does it mean to dream of wild kittens? Sometimes, it can be interpreted as a symbol of fear or uncertainty. Wild animals are often associated with anxiety. It may indicate that you are uncertain or afraid about something in your waking life. It indicates that you are either currently furious or annoyed about something or are experiencing some fear. Having such a dream is a warning sign of impending health problems. It's also possible that you'll receive some negative news, which could make you feel down. It suggests an excessive desire for something. Unless you can control your greed, it will eventually hurt you. As a result, people in your social and professional circles will assume you are dishonest. This can also be a warning that you will soon argue with a close family member or acquaintance. It's been interpreted as a symbol of the needy. Maybe you've hit rock bottom and are making do with absolutely nothing. Perhaps the dream is a warning that you need to be more responsible with the resources you already have. This means that you will have to face many of your fears. So often, when you are moments away from realizing a dream, self-doubt and insecurity rear their ugly heads. It's even scarier than failing because you'll discover how many amazing things you've lost out on. You're going to work on that harmful habit and learn to appreciate the good things in your life. Thank you for watching this video from exploreyourdreamlife.com. Please click the like button, leave a comment, subscribe, and share this video. We appreciate your support. What does it mean to dream of an aggressive kitten? It may stand for feelings of rage, annoyance, or violence. It might be a representation of parts of you or another person in your life who is acting angrily or aggressively. You might be concealing your genuine emotions. It would help if you deal with your internal anguish. In certain spiritual traditions, cats are revered as defenders of the afterlife who can be invoked to drive away sinister forces or beings. It could imply that you need more confidence in defending your spiritual domain. It provides warnings about the power, vigor, rage, and procreation of nature. You're concerned about an issue that is already present. If you made a decision, that would be helpful. It indicates that you're in touch with both the divine and your spiritual side. Your honesty and boldness in expressing your suppressed emotions have increased. A warning regarding a bodily or medical issue requires a more precise thought process or collection of ideas. One needs to encourage others more. It reveals your feminine side. Please consider a situation's specifics more carefully before responding to it. Right now, you're going through a difficult time. Your dream foretells conflict and unresolved issues. You might have an undeveloped worldview. What does it mean to dream of a kitten purring? It could represent ease, contentment, or a kind and caring attitude. It may take the form of a feeling of safety and pleasure in your emotional life throughout the day. It may also indicate that your inner child requires a secure environment. It symbolizes inner peace and harmony and a gentle prod to slow down and pamper oneself. It can stand for inner calm and peace as well as external security. This is due to the sound's ability to evoke warm, comforting recollections of being held and cared for by a loved one. And it represents the fear you feel whenever you think about the possibility of losing someone or something important to you. To let them down suggests shame or regret. Growth and development can also be discussed using this metaphor. It's a hopeful sign that you can improve your situation while experiencing difficulties. It represents giving up one's will and bearing suffering for the greater good. Sacrifices must be made to serve others or achieve a greater goal. It's a constant reminder of the generosity of those around us and the good we've done. According to Egyptian mythology, Bastet presided over childbirth and the home's protection. The media frequently characterized her as a lioness or a woman. What does it mean to dream of screaming kittens? It could be a representation of fear, helplessness, or vulnerability. It might be a metaphor for parts of you that are timid, helpless, or little. This situation can indicate that you need to resolve your internal conflict. Furthermore, it could signify a feeling of helplessness or inability to regulate oneself. Depending on the situation, you can feel overwhelmed or as though the commotion and loudness around you are drowning you out. It is a warning sign in some cultures, letting you know there could be a problem or danger in your daytime life. This may be especially true in cultures where cats are revered as lucky charms or symbols of protection. It may be interpreted as a symptom of imbalance or discord in some Eastern cultures, such as China or Japan, which reminds you to deal with and resolve the problems generating your emotional unease. It would be best if you took advantage of your current situation since it is a sign. Love is on its way, and it's coming soon. This challenging phase will soon be over. Your attitude toward the professional world is foreshadowed in the dream. What does it mean to dream of an injured kitten? It could represent your trustworthiness, powerlessness while awake, and need for protection and nurturing. It also represents your fear of losing something or someone important to you. If you let them down, it means responsibility or remorse. It can also be used to discuss growth and development. It implies that you can recover and improve despite adversity or a personal problem. In various spiritual traditions, it is regarded as a sign of surrender and willingness to suffer for something greater than oneself. One must be willing to make sacrifices to help others or achieve a greater goal. It reminds us of both what we do to help others and what others do for us. In Egyptian mythology, Bastet was associated with childbirth and home defense. She was frequently depicted as a woman or as a lioness. The dream could have been a result of your natural tendency to care for and defend the weak and defenseless. In Chinese culture, the cat represents luck, wealth, and prosperity, which could be a warning to be cautious and guard your wealth and good fortune. What does it mean to dream of dead kittens? It might represent the end of a stage in your life or some aspect of yourself, possibly the end of youthful innocence, playfulness, or fresh starts. It also signifies the end of a significant relationship, employment opportunity, or try. It might also represent the failure of what was once promising or the loss of potential. For instance, you might have lost your childhood optimism and become jaded after a traumatic experience. In ancient times, dead kittens were widely seen as messengers from the afterlife. They were frequently linked to death and rebirth and thought to have magical abilities. Native American civilizations revered them as sacred beings that might bring wealth and riches. It may be regarded as a sign of bad luck or an unfavorable portent in Eastern cultures. In Western cultures, it may be considered a reminder of something that has passed away and should be honored and remembered. Some belief systems might interpret it as a sign of renewal and rebirth. The passing of the kitten may signify the end of a stage in your life and the possibility of fresh starts and personal development. It might be interpreted as a sign of a sacrifice or the need for spiritual purification in other religious traditions. Death might stand for letting go of something to advance spiritually. Thank you for watching this video from exploreyourdreamlife.com. Please click the like button, leave a comment, subscribe, and share this video. We appreciate your support. What does it mean to dream of a kitten that isn't yours? It could signify something novel or a new aspect of yourself. It could also represent an unacquainted contact or chance. It may also indicate a commitment or obligation for which you must prepare or be able to assume full responsibility before you can accept it. In some religions, it may signify reincarnation or past lives. It might suggest a new beginning or a regeneration. This is a signal to end a particular thought or behavior pattern. You must completely discard all inhibitions and express your deepest fantasies. The dream represents a future chance or hope. One of your closest relatives or friends seeks your forgiveness. It implies the sensation of having one's plans foiled. You have yet to learn the consequences of your decision. You may be pondering difficult experiences in the past and how you overcame them frequently. This dream represents having too much of everything, including food, comfort, and excess. Nobody cares about what you say, let alone pay attention to it. A common misconception is that dreams featuring lovely kittens can never portend something terrible. However, as we mentioned in the list, these dreams often warn your subconscious to be cautious of the people and circumstances in your waking life. Positively, it portends expansion and development in your life.